Back from his days as a high school basketball player at Sioux East to now being part of a moment that'll be cemented in Denver Nuggets history. The game of basketball has taken Andrew Munson to many different places. That's the story in our newest Sports Spotlight. Basketball has been a part of Andrew Munson's life from an early age, with it all starting right here in Sioux City.
Some of my first basketball memories are with my dad. He used to take me to watch Kirk Heinrich and his team play at West High. I remember, I was still pretty young, but I remember going to those games. I remember going to watch East State title team in 2002 with, Jeff Vanderloo, Ben Jacobson, Landon Scott, all those guys. And then from there, it was just growing up, the biggest thing in my eyes was being able to play for the Black Raiders at East High.
That's exactly what Munson did. Andrew played for the Black Raiders, playing under current East head coach Raz Vanderloo. It was Vanderloo's influence at the time that helped shape Munson's perspective both to the game of basketball and life itself.
He made every single person feel like they had an important role to play on the team, whether it was Adam Woodbury scoring 25 points a game or Andrew Munson on the scout team, playing that role to the best of your ability. And just that idea of, it's kind of the same thing I took at Iowa as a student manager. Now with the Nuggets as a video coordinator, those aren't necessarily glamorous roles, but they're just as important.
After he graduated from East, Munson moved on to become a student manager for the Iowa Hawkeyes. From there, he landed a video intern role with the Denver Nuggets in September of 2016. Even as he ascended to the highest level of hoops, it was those lessons at East High that stayed with him.
A lot of the same stuff that Coach Raz would always preach, but a lot of really smart people here with the organization that told me, don't get ahead of yourself. Make sure to do the job that you have to the best of your ability, and everything else will kind of take care of itself. Those chances to grow have been invaluable.
Munson stayed with the Nuggets organization, rising to Denver's special assistant to the head coach role in 2019. During his tenure, the team has enjoyed strong seasons, but something about this year's squad was different.
There was a game in, I think, the middle of January where it was against the Clippers, and I think we got up by maybe 30 in the first half early. And just the way we were playing with the defensive intensity, and that game kind of sticks out in my mind as a special point.
With its core intact, Denver boasted the best record in the Western Conference at the end of the regular season. Two-time NBA Most Valuable Player Nikola Jokic and company carried that momentum through the playoffs, defeating the Miami Heat in Game 5 of the NBA Finals, clinching their first title in franchise history, a moment many dream of, but only a select few get to experience.
It definitely hit me pretty quickly. The one moment that really sticks out is I was out on the court hugging people, and then I turn around and I see, Popeye Jones, who, longtime NBA vet, longtime NBA assistant, and he had tears in his eyes. And because it's just, again, like I said, there's so many people that work in this league that never ever get to that point. And, that was kind of a moment I had to pinch myself and just feel extremely grateful and lucky to be in the situation.
A Denver Nuggets quest that began years ago, from drafting Jokic and Jamal Murray in 2014 and 2016 to adding key pieces like Aaron Gordon along the way. It was the growth of a team that stuck together through it all that made the title even more satisfying.
It's been a really incredible process, and I feel very fortunate to have been here for now 7 years to kind of see it from the ground up. I came on in Coach Mullen's second year. Nikola, Jamal, they were still early in their careers, and to just see it kind of progress, and to see the people that have been here even longer than I have, see them, achieve that kind of final goal was really special. And to have that perspective, to kind of be on the inside and see everybody grow in their own roles, something I'm very grateful for.